Hola! Today we're going to talk about the verb gustar. Make sure that you have your textbook, a pencil, and your note guide ready to go. Okay, the verb gustar. Use the verb gustar to talk about what people like or don't like to do. Let's first take a look at our note guide. The first bullet tells us exactly that. Use gustar to talk about what people like and don't like to do. Bullet 2 says you can say what you like to do by using the phrase me gusta plus an infinitive. An infinitive is a verb. In Spanish, they end in AR, ER, and IR. The third bullet says you can use no me gusta plus an infinitive to say what you don't like to do. So let's move on to the chart. Here is our chart for saying what people like and don't like to do. If you want to say I like, you say me gusta. You like is te gusta, and remember that is informal you. Le gusta can mean you like, formal, he likes, or she likes. Nos gusta means we like, and les gusta can mean you guys like or they like. Pause the video and fill in the chart below for activity A on the note guide. Use the form gusta to say that someone likes or doesn't like to do something. And use the correct pronoun to say who likes or doesn't like to do the activity. So notice that gusta stays the same for all of them. The only thing that changes is the pronoun. Again, me gusta means I like. Te gusta is you like, informal. Le gusta is you like, formal. He likes or she likes. So it has three meanings. Nos gusta means we like, and les gusta can mean you all like or they like. So les gusta has multiple meanings as well. Pause the video and let's translate on part B of the note guide. When you want to emphasize or specifically identify the person who likes the activity, you can use different pronouns. Don't forget to start with a first. So for example, I can say a mí before me gusta to say that I really like something. I can say a ti before te gusta to say that you really like something. I can put a él le gusta, a ella le gusta, or a usted le gusta to specify. Remember, because le gusta can mean he, she, or you formal like something, if you put a él before the le, that tells us specifically that it's he who likes it. Let's look at the plural side. A nosotros nos gusta is giving emphasis. We really like something. A ellos les gusta, a ellas les gusta, and a ustedes les gusta shows specifically who likes to do the activity. For example, a ellos les gusta would mean that they, meaning all boys or boys and girls, like to do something. A ellas les gusta would be they, all girls, like to do something. And a ustedes les gusta means you all like to do something. Here's another chart that puts them all together. So notice you can put a mí in front of me gusta to say I really like. You can put a ti in front of te gusta to say you really like, informal. And again, we can put a él, a ella, or a usted in front of le gusta to tell specifically who it is that likes the activity. So if you say a ella le gusta, then you're saying that she likes, and there's no confusion. The next side says a nosotros nos gusta, which says we really like. And then we, again, for specific reasons to show who likes to do something, for the last part, if you say a ustedes before les gusta, then you know it's specifically that it's you all who like to do the activity. Pause the video and fill in part C of your note guide. If you want to say a person's name, you must use the a first as well. Also, notice which pronoun I used for each in the sentences below. Lei is for singular and les is for plural in those sentences. So, for example, if I want to say Elena, specifically say her name, that she likes something, then I have to say a Elena le gusta mirar la televisión. Now notice, you have to have the le, and you have to use le here because you're saying she likes. Elena is a girl, so it's like saying a ella le gusta. But because you want to say Elena's name, you replace Elena with ella. A Elena le gusta mirar la televisión means that Elena likes to watch TV. A Marcos le gusta andar en patineta means that Marcus likes to ride a skateboard. Again, you have to put the a because you said his name, and you're putting his name in place of the pronoun. So that's why we used le. If you look back up at the chart, le can be used after a él. The last sentence shows plural. More than one person likes to do something. So you put a Elena y a Marcos. The a goes before both names. And les is the GUSTAR pronoun you used because it's like saying they like. Remember that ellos is they, so we still have to use the les. We have used their names in place of ellos, but we still use les. So, a Elena y a Marcos les gusta comer papas fritas means that Elena and Marcos like to eat French fries. To say that someone does not like to do something, include the word no before the GUSTAR pronoun. Examples: a mí no me gusta leer libros means I do not like to read books. Now if you notice, the no goes before the me. It has to come before this pronoun. Okay? So if you're talking about different people not liking to do something, the no would come before the me, before the te, before le, before nos, and before les. So let's look at the next one. A ellos no les gusta hacer la tarea. They don't like to do homework. Notice the no comes before the GUSTAR pronoun, les. No nos gusta escribir correos electrónicos means that we do not like to write emails. Again, the no comes before the GUSTAR pronoun. I did not say a nosotros. I don't have to. But the no still has to come before the GUSTAR pronoun. More examples. A mí me gusta estudiar. Notice the a mí is in parentheses. You do not have to say a mí, but if you see a mí, you have to use the GUSTAR pronoun me to go along with that. So, a mí me gusta estudiar and me gusta estudiar both mean I like to study. A ti te gusta comer galletas and te gusta comer galletas both mean you like to eat cookies. A ella le gusta beber refrescos and le gusta beber refrescos both mean that she likes to drink soft drinks. The reason you would use a ella is because le can mean many things. Remember, it can mean he likes, she likes, or you formal like. So a ella in this case is a good idea. You do not have to say it, but you can. If you say ella, you must say a first. Okay, let's look at the next one. A nosotros nos gusta dibujar. We like to draw. Again, you do not have to say a nosotros. You could just say nos gusta dibujar, and they both mean we like to draw. And on the last one, a ellos les gusta correr means they like to run, and les gusta correr means they like to run. Okay, practiquemos. Número 1. I like to eat ice cream. 2. You like to practice sports. 3. We like to study Spanish. 4. They don't like to drink juice. And 5. She likes to spend time with friends. What I'd like you to do is take a minute, pause the video, and see if you can figure out what each one should be. I'll give you a second, pause the video, see if you can come up with number 1, and then when you play the video again, I will tell you what the answer should be. We'll do this one at a time. So, pause the video, see if you can figure out number 1. Okay, so for the first one, you should say, a mí me gusta comer el helado, or just me gusta comer el helado. Let's look at número dos. You like to practice sports. Again, pause the video, take a minute, see if you can come up with that translation, and then I will help and go through it with you when you play again. Okay, so you like to practice sports. A couple of different ways you can say this. You can say, a ti te gusta practicar deportes, or you can say, te gusta practicar deportes. They're both correct. Let's look at número tres. We like to study Spanish. Pause the video, take a second, see if you can figure out how to translate, and when you play again, I will go through it with you. Okay, we like to study Spanish. You can either say, a nosotros nos gusta estudiar español, or you can say, nos gusta estudiar español. Either of those is correct. Let's look at número cuatro. They don't like to drink juice. Now be careful, this one's a negative, and you have to know where the no goes. Remember, the no goes before the GUSTAR pronoun. The GUSTAR pronouns are me, te, le, nos, and les. So pause the video, see if you can figure out number 4, and then when you play it again, I'll go through it with you. Okay, so 2 different ways you could do this. They don't like to drink juice can be, a ellos no les gusta beber jugo. Or you could just say, no les gusta beber jugo. Also, don't forget that to drink can also be tomar. So instead of beber, you could have said, a ellos no les gusta tomar jugo. Look at número 5. She likes to spend time with friends. Pause the video, and when you start it again, I'll go through it with you. Okay, she likes to spend time with friends. 2 ways we can say this. One is, a ella le gusta pasar un rato con los amigos. Or you could say, le gusta pasar un rato con los amigos. If you have additional questions, make sure you see the notes provided on page 42 of your textbook. But you're not quite done. So at this time, you need to finish up the last sections of your note guide. There are a couple of sentences you need to write about what you like to do, what you don't like to do, and then an extra section on more activities that you like to do. Don't forget that you have a flipped mini quiz